Yesterday at 7 a.m. Stopped at 10 p.m. We're at 8 a.m. today.
You're not hiding back. You guys don't have to hide. Y'all know
Less
me.
than 10,000
Go ahead.
ballots left. And these are
Especially
city
March,
boys who are here during
FBI.
COVID,
Okay.
wearing their masks, working
Are
in
you,
a small
how many people are here with you right now?
observers.
There's one person with me.
Just one other person?
One of my friends.
One of your friends? Okay. Yeah, we just need to talk to you kind of in private. Is that okay?
Well, you can talk right here.
Okay. But can we have a private conversation?
Yeah, we're having a private conversation right now.
Okay. So the reason that we're here is because it's regarding a post on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Imagine that. You're not the first that have contacted me, as you can imagine, besides the press and everybody, because they want to know who Len Swanson is. What are we really trying to say? Bottom line, understand, we are patriots first. We're not extremists. Okay? We're here to provide that other level of protection in case what we have already been through our own intel is we know that based on what's happening right now between the president declaring he's a victor and Biden declaring a victor and everything going into the courts and what we have in the courts right now, which we expect a positive ruling from the Fifth Circuit in Louisiana that will disavow the 120,000 invalid votes that we've been documenting. I've documented, I had a press conference that documented, our attorneys have documented, and that's why we've gotten down to the Fifth Circuit. We know, and that's why, of course, Hollins came out yesterday and shut down the drive-thrus because he's really anticipating the 120,000 votes being dispelled. Now, that does happen. People like Wendell Champion, all are down local, down ballot, will all of a sudden be winners. So I've been advising them, because I was with Tony Salas last night, to be aware, do not concede.
That's fine. I'm following.
That, so at any rate,
We're tracking all that.
I know you are. So, but there again, I'm not an anarchist. Okay? Do I have following? Do we have contingencies to meet with and be prepared to put down any contingencies, knowing that if the federal forces that are here, especially if he does enact the Insurrection Act, as we anticipate he will do, to prevent the nation going batshit crazy, that our intel says that because they're pissed off that they were unsuccessful in burning Houston, that they're going to come out into the other commercial communities on the I-10 Energy Corridor and Gallery and the others.
Our main concern right now is not necessarily that. Our main concern is making sure that you're not a threat to yourself or anybody else.
No, understand, first of all, I've served our nation for over 40 years. I'm a Vietnam vet and I've served in many theaters. As an officer and all the senior enlisted that are associated with me, we took an oath of office
Sure, support and defense, right?
against all enemies,
domestic.
foreign and domestic.
Right, we take the same one.
Well, I know you do.
So
I'm sure
so
some
we're
of you are
totally tracking,
veterans.
totally tracking this. Okay.
So we're on the same side. So all I'm saying to you is, especially at my age, and though I may be 67,
67 years young.
yes, and a Viking, okay? So I'm not, and I'm also dying from Agent Orange. Do you think I really care if I put my life at risk in support of those that I cherish and want to protect? Do you think those that cannot protect themselves, that we're not going to do all we can possibly do to protect them and advise them? Because there again, anybody that's associated with me is a veteran too, that have served, and we don't want anybody with veterans. And even though we've trained over 100 at Nacogdoches at our training site, and I mean it's public, I mean we even train the FBI and others at Nacogdoches as well for the TAC teams. But I'm just saying, we don't want them, but as a ready reserve, but for them to concentrate on defending their locality.
Thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you.
We're a military family, so we're not just going to...
Well, I know, but I just understand, I am not a threat to myself.
Did you make a post online during the show? That's what I need to find out.
Okay, what I posted on, we were recently attacked on our 610 caravan that we did on Sunday. Our people were attacked by who we assume were BLM activists who've been tracking us, have been documenting us. Antifa's been messing with us throughout the whole thing, intimidating mostly our females. And it was our female vehicles that were attacked, and their windshields were documented and broken. Go to Jessica Trenchall's post, and you'll see the evidence of their vehicles being attacked. What I said is, specifically, if you think you're going to attack us without consequences in the future, understand, we will respond with like and kind. And if we have to hunt you down, we know where you are, but you won't attack us again without consequences. We reported it to the authorities, to HPD, and HPD said there's nothing we can do about it. So here again, we don't want our people singled out and attacked. Not everybody has the same abilities as we do to respond, to protect our own. And that's all I said. And they took it out of context. Even some of our rhino young Republicans took it as a threat towards them. Well, that it's not a threat against them. Now, are we looking to purge them from putting back white supremacists that the party was, and keeping out inclusive voices of Latinos, blacks, Indians, and Asians that the party has traditionally been? Because I've been that voice for over 5 years. We were the primary reason, even though I know Alan West has put a call into Acevedo to watch me, because he's concerned that it would put a blowback on. Understand my intel is deep too, and I have many people from law enforcement that still confer with me.
You have your sources.
I have my sources. Of course, because they're, again, part of being who I am. If I don't have deep state intel that think like I do and don't want to see me be infringed upon because they believe in what I'm doing, it goes both ways. And I understand what you're saying. No, I did not put out a specific threat other than to warn that we're not going to be threatened in the past, in the future.
Our intention is not to, prohibit you from exercising your First Amendment right.
No, but I know what you're. I know what you're doing. I parlay with many of you. I mean, DPS has been here, and others, because they're, again, they know who I am, and I'm personal friends with them, and I intentionally use trigger phrases to have parlays. So I kind of anticipated that you would do that, just to have this
Here's the
conversation.
challenge with that. Is right now you see there's 5 of us here because of the trigger phrase that you did.
Yeah,
So
I intended this to have this parlay.
right now we're not able to go and address other matters.
I know you're not. You're trying to adjust. You're trying to
Because
psychologically see where I'm
No,
at.
sir. It's because of the trigger words that you use.
Yeah, I did that intentionally.
We don't know if you're actually going to go out there and kill people, because that was what the post said. We're going to kill the liberals and so on and so forth.
No, we are going to, as we understand under Second Amendment, okay, Texas Second Amendment, we can't be the aggressor. We can bait you in order for us to exercise our right of self-protection. But that's what we're trained to do. That's why I don't want civilians involved. You're not going to catch me off guard.
Okay, here's the thing. So moving forward, you cannot make threats to kill people, even if it's just a bait tactic. You legally cannot threaten to kill other people in order to bait people in, because that's inciting harm to others. And we don't know. You may not take it seriously, but somebody who may read it.
Well, I know they do, because that's why I got banned off of Facebook for
Right,
30
they may look
days.
at your post and be like, you know what? I'm going to go out there, I'm going to kill some liberals, and now we have a problem.
I understand it. I understand it. But that understand who I am. As a veteran who has seen many combat, have been responsible for taking others' lives in the service of our nation. But there again, what I'm saying to you, I'm not going to actively go hunting for them. We will respond in the defensive but offensive tactically as you do in these scenarios. We are not going to be victims at the end of the day. That's all we're talking about, is that we provide a
forward,
level
sir.
of going forward. I understand that.
No more posts about killing anybody, whether it's defensive or offensive. Those posts trigger what you said. It triggers our actions, and we're not able to go and address real dangerous situations.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I understand that.
So we just wanted to let you know that we don't want to.
I understand that, but I expected you guys to come and thank you for your service. Understand, I have your back, because I'm one of the organizers of Back to Blue. All right, we're the ones that came out in defense of HPD, who was being attacked and not supported by Turner and Hidalgo and even Acevedo, who's not respected by the rank and file. We know that, but we don't care about that other than what is in the best interest of law enforcement nationwide.
As
Hence our
long as you
president.
don't threaten to kill people, sir,
Yeah,
then
just
stay.
choose your words more wisely next time, so we don't have to come out here.
But I like talking to you guys. Come in and have coffee. I got a fresh pot of coffee.
Just like, I mean,
Huh?
Somebody else can come out here that maybe doesn't agree with you.
Well, I know that, but that there again,
and Leonard, like, if you're right here, we're just asking you to just a little bit, just a tiny bit, so that
we've
we don't
taken.
have to come out. That's
Well, there again, if you don't think I've already not adjusted for that, it's already been adjusted. And by the way, there is many press that are doing similar because they want to know who Len Swanson really is. I mean, you can kind of get the judge, but until you have the dialogue like we're doing and understand, first of all, I'm a patriot. I'm here about protecting the rights of all. Here again, even liberals, I want them to have their rights. All right, but do it under the context of the Constitution, first and foremost. Don't think that you're going to infringe on us and think that we're going to become your sheep. It's not going to happen. That's why, if you don't think shit's not going to happen, especially when he does the Insurrection Act, that's what we're here as a cautionary measure, because we're not going to be burned, our families are not going to be put in jeopardy, our businesses are not going to be in jeopardy. We will respond like and kind, so I'm not going to say that we wouldn't, but I'm saying we're not actively, like you're talking about, going in and
As
being
long as
first.
this is the case, then we're okay with it, sir. Appreciate it.
I'm doing it within the constitutional constraints, what I'm allowed to.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.
Next time you don't need to wear a mask.
We got I want to be
We got
careful.
COVID, so we'll fist bump in the
Well,
air.
I've already had COVID, so don't
All
worry
right,
about
see,
it.
I don't need it.
I don't worry about it. You guys have a blessed day. Y'all come back now. Coffee's always on.
It's not fair. This isn't democracy. And with that, I want to pass it off to the great Rudy Giuliani, who's really leading the legal effort, and we hear